Yeah, whether you're a student putting yourself through college or maybe a parent putting your kids through college, well, everybody wants the best possible education, but everybody also wants the best possible bang for their educational buck. So where do you find both? Well, maybe right here in North Carolina. It's family weekend at Western Carolina University, which means a big tailgate party before the game and a big crowd here at the game. But at Western, there's more to cheer than just football. Because every student in this stadium and every parent at this pregame party, if they live in North Carolina, they're all paying only $500 a semester for their college tuition. Even if they're out-of-state students, tuition's only $2,500 a semester.
We couldn't pass that up.
The Morrow family is here from Florida, visiting their son Trevor, who's here at the tailgate somewhere. And their high school daughter Addison is here too, checking out Western Carolina for herself.
She might be a future WCU student. We've been walking her around campus, introducing her to some of Trevor's friends, and she got to see the dorms yesterday.
They were looking at mostly Florida schools at first until they discovered the UNC Promise program here in the high mountains of color.
Oh boy, we had to plan very early on, even for them to just be able to go to college. So finding out that we could send our kids out of state and here, it's just been really affordable for us. Thousands cheaper. Really.
You must feel like the most popular guy on campus when you tell those parents it's only $500 a semester.
I get a lot of smiles, that's for sure.
Mike Langford is Director of Admissions at Western Carolina, one of 4 UNC campuses that are part of the NC Promise program, all offering the same $500 tuition that's bringing more students to college and bringing down the cost of college.
Sure, the $500 tuition has allowed lots of people to take a look at us. It could be this cost savings that helps you buy a first house. It could be your first car. But we have seen our diversity numbers go up. We've seen our first gen numbers go up. It's across the board. It has helped raise the tide of all different types of students here at Western.
Well, I'm just pleased to not have to worry about him being in debt when he graduates. I mean, the sheer fact that we're getting to send him to college for the price that we are is wonderful.
It's a similar story here at Fayetteville State and Elizabeth City State and UNC Pembroke. The other NC Promise schools where that promise of a debt-free UNC degree is especially attractive to first and their family students.
There's only 2 of us and my whole family's been to college.
Really?
Yes, it's me and my aunt.
Wow.
And she graduated from UNC Pembroke as well.
And second-time around students who couldn't afford college the first time.
I remember waking up one morning and I was like, why am I here? I would have been on the hook for probably about $25,000 worth of loans. Because of NC Promise, I have been able to pay for my education completely out of pocket.
That's why Hannah Irving made the switch after a semester at a big out-of-state university to Pembroke instead, a small-town campus with smaller classes to go along with her much smaller tuition bill. At some point you must have said, there's got to be a catch.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, there's no way this is $500 per semester. And because it's a smaller institution, I've been given opportunities to connect with my professors, and I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it. I'm able to really immerse myself in the college experience without having that kind of cloud of debt hanging over my head.
$500 a semester, we just kind of stopped looking. You can't beat $500 a semester.
Nick McNeil says for him, picking Pembroke was a family decision, not just because of its price, but also because of its history.
We're considered the most diverse school in the UNC school system. I'm Native American, so we have that 12% American Indian population. I'm part of the Lumbee tribe. So it was nice coming here and seeing people kind of like me who kind of act the same as I do and have the same beliefs and core values.
But Nick adds it didn't take long to also see Pembroke's educational value compared to other colleges.
Yeah, I have some friends at different universities, and their first semester at these other universities, their overall cost is my 4 years. Yeah, that's just the first semester.
Education is your path forward. But when you can't afford it, you can't afford it, no matter how great it is. And for us, some of our students, $500 a semester makes the difference.
Chancellor Dr. Robin Cummings, who's also a member of the Lumbee tribe, adds that at Pembroke, NC Promise offers not just the promise of an affordable education, but also a high-quality education to a population that once had access to neither.
In the past, we didn't have a seat at the table or a voice in the room. To me, you feel responsible. And what we're finding is once they get that and they say, you know what, I can run this race, then they go on to medical school, to law school, to engineering school. They go out and just get this great job. And we hear all these great success stories of how they're doing out in the working place to raise that bar, and education is the way to do that.
And whether it's homecoming here at Pembroke or family weekend at Western, the challenge is sharing what these NC Promise families already know.
It's hardly even comparable. I mean, it's incredible.
About a program that so many other families don't know.
It's been frustrating for me. I go out in the community and I'm giving a talk to the Kiwanis, to whoever, and I mention NC Promise and, you know, blank stares and, well, what's that all about?
And because UNCP is an NC Promise school, I'll graduate with a world-class education without a mountain of debt.
I want to get away from just saying NC Promise because the average person on the street doesn't know what NC Promise is. So I say we should be asking the question, ask me about $500 a semester tuition.
Now, at all four NC Promise schools, other costs vary for things like housing and books and food, but the promise itself is the same, $500 a semester for tuition, period.
Thanks for watching, and if you don't want to miss any more great regional stories, please subscribe to our PBS Charlotte YouTube channel.